Hello, good morning everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to English class. Today we are moving to a new chapter, a new story. It's about your pets. Do you have pet? You know what is pet? Some children have pets as cats, rabbits, fish, such animals in their house. They are feeding cats, they are feeding rabbits, feeding fish. Okay, that's their hobby. So, do you have any type of pets? What is one pet that you would like to have? Can you tell me the name of any pet which you would like to have? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന, which you would like to have, നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ടാവണമെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പെറ്റ് ആനിമലിൻ്റെ പേര് പറയാമോ? ആ പെറ്റ് ആനിമലിൻ്റെ പേര് ഈ വീഡിയോയുടെ താഴെ നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യൂ. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ നെയിം ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് പെറ്റ് ആനിമൽ വിച്ച് യു വുഡ് ലൈക്ക് ടു ഹാവ്? സോ സപ്പോസ് യു ഓൺഡ് or you bought that pet such as cat, hen, then goat, fish, rabbit, anything you would like. Imagine, suppose you bought a cat, for example a cat. How will you look after? Look after means സംരക്ഷിക്കുക. How will you look after? How എങ്ങനെ? Will you look after? നിങ്ങൾ സംരക്ഷിക്കും. How will you look after? എങ്ങനെയായിരിക്കും അതിനെ സംരക്ഷിക്കുക? What will your pet eat? നിങ്ങൾ വാങ്ങിയ that pet, what will your pet eat? What will your pet eat? Where will you keep it? Where will you keep it? നിങ്ങൾ എവിടെയാണ് അതിനെ കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യുക, സൂക്ഷിക്കുന്നത് എവിടെയാണ്? How will you look after its other needs? How will you look after its other needs? It has other needs, not only eating, but അതിൻ്റെ മറ്റുള്ള ആവശ്യങ്ങൾ അതൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് പരിഹരിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുക? എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് നീഡ്സ്? ബാത്തിങ്, അല്ലേ? ബാത്തിങ്, വാക്സിനേഷൻ, ആനിമൽസിന് വാക്സിനേഷൻ കൊടുക്കണം, പ്ലേയിങ് വിത്ത് ഇറ്റ്. സോ ദീസ് ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ്, ദീസ് നീഡ്സ്, ഹൗ വിൽ യു ലുക്ക് ആഫ്റ്റർ? നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെയാണത് ചെയ്യുക എന്നുള്ളത്. Okay, you should answer it. Then how much time can you spend with it? How much time എത്ര സമയം will you spend with it? പെറ്റുമായിട്ട് എത്ര ടൈം നിങ്ങൾ സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യും? How much time will you spend with it? Okay, these things you should discuss with your mother or sister or brother, and you can write the answers. Where in your textbook it has a option. In your English textbook you can take page number 54. Page number 54. Our chapter name is House Mouse. What? House mouse. So Here we understood, we learnt about, we discussed about the pet which you would like to have and how will you look after it. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഏത് തരത്തിലുള്ള പെറ്റാണ് ആവശ്യമുള്ളത് എന്നും അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടിയാൽ അതിനെ എങ്ങനെ ലുക്ക് ആഫ്റ്റർ ചെയ്യുമെന്നാണ് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ സംസാരിച്ചത്. നെക്സ്റ്റ്, വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ വൺ പെറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് യു വുഡ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് ടു ഹാവ്? വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ വൺ പെറ്റ് വിച്ച് യു വുഡ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് ടു ഹാവ്? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ട, യു വുഡ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക്, നിങ്ങൾ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നില്ല, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു പെറ്റിൻ്റെ നെയിം പറയാം. വെറുതെ പറഞ്ഞ പോരാ. വൈ ഡോണ്ട് യു ലൈക്ക്? വൈ ഡു യു നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് പെറ്റ്? That should be answered in your, you can write in your textbook, page number 54. Okay, here we are moving into the chapter. Our chapter's name is House Mouse. What's the name? House Mouse. Okay, here I'm going to read this chapter. This story has been divided into two parts. First part, at first we will read the first part. I'm going to read. You just look into your textbook and your forefinger, put your finger under the line which I read and listen how I read, my pronunciation, my reading style, my punctuations, my reading techniques, everything. Okay, see, listen. Mrs. Melody had no children. Mrs. Melody had no children, no friends, no cat, no dog, no parrot. She has nothing. She has no children, no friends, no cat, no dog, no parrot. Mrs. Melody lived alone. Mrs. Melody, it's a name of a lady. She lived alone. Alone means ഒറ്റക്ക്. Underline the word alone. Underline alone. Its meaning ഒറ്റക്ക്. Mrs. Melody lived alone. Next paragraph. When people said good morning to her, she scowled. Scowled means looked angry. When people said good morning to her, she scowled. She looked angry. When the postman brought her letters, she opened the door the smallest crack to take them in and banged it shut again. When the postman, you know postman? Who is postman? He who giving us letters that sent by somebody. That postman, post office, postmaster, postman. When the postman brought her letters, somebody will send letter to her, that letter to be brought by the postman. When the postman brought her letters, she will open the door. What is the door? What was her door? Says large door? No, just a smallest crack. Smallest crack. Just that door will open, not widely open, just opened a smallest crack to take them in. The letters, she will open the door, a small gap, and she will stretch her hand to take the letters and banged it shut again. Banged, and she will shut the door loudly. Understood? Yeah. Banged means closed suddenly. പെട്ടെന്ന് അങ്ങോട്ട് അടക്കുക, അതിനാണ് ബാങ്ക്ഡ്. ഓക്കെ, നെക്സ്റ്റ് പേജ്. All day long she cleaned her house, wiped the windows, polished the furniture and scrubbed the sink. Nobody ever came to see it. All day long she cleaned her house, wiped the windows, polished the furniture. How to read? Not furniture, but furniture. Polished the furniture and scrubbed the sink. Nobody ever came to see it. All day long, from morning to night, what is her duty? She is cleaning her house. Every room, every hall, everything, every room. She is cleaning. Then wiping the windows wiping, polishing the furniture, desk, table, chairs, settees, everything she is polishing, and scrubbed the sink. Scrub means cleaning. Scrubber, scrubber, cleaner. Scrubbed the sink, nobody ever came to see it. But for what she is doing these things? Anybody will come as guest? No guest. Nobody came to see her house or her cleanliness. Next paragraph. Underneath means under, adil. Underneath her sink, there lived a little mouse. Mouse, a little mouse. Underneath her sink, there lived a little mouse. He was lonely too. That mouse is also alone. He did no harm in the house. He didn't eat the cheese. He didn't make holes in the woodwork. He didn't leave dirty paw marks on the shelves. He found all his food out of doors in the lonely garden and only came indoors to get some company. See, underneath her sink, there lived a little mouse. A little mouse lived under the sink. He was alone. He was also alone. He was lonely too. He did no harm in the house. The mouse didn't do any harmful things. Harm, upadravam, harm. He did no harm in the house. He didn't eat cheese. There is cheese in the house, in the kitchen, but he did not eat the cheese. He did not make holes in the woodwork. We know that mouse nature, he will make harmful activities. We know the nuisance, disturbance of the mouse, but this mouse, very good mouse, he did not make any holes in the woodwork. He did not leave dirty paw marks in the shelves. He did not leave dirty paw marks on the shelves. Shelf, plural shelves. ഷെൽഫുകളിൽ ഒരു നഖത്തിൻ്റെ പാട് പോലും ആര് വരുത്തിയിട്ടില്ല? This mouse. He found all his food out of doors in the lonely garden and only came indoors to get some company. Then where will he get food for him? He will go outside. Outside. Where? In the lonely garden. In the outside of the house there is a garden. he will go into the garden and will find some food for him, and only he comes to the house for what? Just for a company, and only came indoors to get some company. Company means ഒരു നേരം പോക്ക്, കൂട്ടിന് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ് അകത്തേക്ക് വരിക. Next paragraph. But Mrs. Melody didn't like mice. See, but Mrs. Melody, she didn't like mice. Mice. Mouse singular. Mouse means one mouse. Mice means more than two. So mouse is singular, mice is plural. Okay. She didn't like mice. When she caught the sight of him, she yelled as if a tiger had come into the kitchen. When she caught the sight of him, when she saw him, when she saw this mouse, she felt as if a tiger from the forest coming into the house. Actually, who is coming? A small mouse. But when she saw the mouse, she will feel that a tiger is coming into the house. This was enough to frighten the mouse away. When the mouse saw the expression of Mrs. Melody, he will go. He will be frightened. He will fear. But mouse did not stay away for long because he was so lonely. When the mouse see the expression of the lady, he will go out. But the mouse did not stay away for long. കൂടുതൽ നേരം പുറത്തു പോയി നിൽക്കില്ല. Because he was so lonely. Nobody out of there. Outsiders ആരുമില്ല. Only in the inside he will see who? The lady. വീട്ടിലകത്താണെങ്കിൽ ഈ ലേഡിയെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ട്. Outside nobody is there. So he came back. So he will come back to Mrs. Melody and lived under the sink and tried to keep out of her way. He will come back to the kitchen and he will stay under the sink and he will hide himself from the sight of Mrs. Melody. Okay, that's all today's class. I think all of you understood the meaning of these paragraphs, and the activities I want you to do are: first one, the warm-up exercise. That means page number 54's warm-up exercise you should do, and after that you should read these paragraphs. You should read these paragraphs very well, not for one time but at least 3 times you should read, and just record your voice and send me in the group. Okay, after that get me the meaning of these paragraphs in voice. Okay, that's all today's. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.